Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Apex. I hope you're having a very good day as always. This video is either going to crush some dreams or make some people very disappointed, because we're going to be talking about something that I think the entire community was kind of thinking about for a very long time in Apex, and just wondering if these things would ever actually make their way into the game. And not to beat around the bush and kind of like drag you guys on, but we're going to be talking about the implementation of wall running and double jumping, obviously parkour movements, and Titans in Apex, because obviously Respawn has a history with Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2. They actually made those games, and Apex and Titanfall, those two games have many similarities between them in terms of weapons, in terms of grenades, and obviously Respawn was very heavily inspired by Titanfall when they were making Apex. So it's kind of just natural to assume that one day Respawn might have actually introduced, parkour movements into this game, maybe even Titans as well. But before I actually give you guys the facts of this video, let me give you guys my opinion first, right? So in terms of Titans, right, I actually never wanted to see Titans in Apex, because to me, we all know how mechs have actually been in battle royale games. Look at Fortnite. Mechs and battle royale games just really don't mesh that well, and it's kind of OP to have, in my opinion, a Titan in Apex. So personally, I never wanted to see Titans in Apex because it just wouldn't really make sense to me. So that's my opinion on Titans. In terms of wall running and double jumping and parkour movements, I actually wouldn't mind Apex introducing, Respawn. I wouldn't mind if Respawn introduced some kind of like LTM game mode for 1 week, where we can maybe possibly wall run and double jump and stuff. Or maybe even they could introduce one legend who has a tactical ability that can make him, wall run for 10 seconds, I don't know. So I actually wouldn't mind Respawn introducing parkour movements into this game. It just honestly depends on how they do it and if it becomes OP, right? So that's my opinion on wall running. But we finally got confirmation from Respawn themselves about wall running, double jumping, and Titans being included into Apex, because Respawn did an interview with, I think it's called gamesindustry.biz. Yeah, gamesindustry.biz. They did an interview with gamesindustry.biz, and Drew McCoy, who we all know, actually spoke about the introduction of these mechanics into Apex. So here's what they said. So Respawn said, and I quote, "We tried for months and months to make Titans work in Battle Royale, but they're the antithesis of what we're trying to accomplish." That basically means that Titans have no place in a Battle Royale game because it just doesn't make sense. That's what that basically means, guys. You really won't expect to be seeing any Titans in Apex because it doesn't really sit well with the design philosophy of Apex, and I completely understand. As I said, Titans would just kind of mess up the flow of the game, and honestly they'd be very OP in a game like Apex. So I completely agree with this. If you guys actually wanted to see Titans in Apex, well, I'm sorry, but now we know for a fact that Titans most likely will never be coming in Apex Legends. As I said, guys, we all know what happens when you put Titans and mechs in Battle Royale game modes. Look at Fortnite. Fortnite Season 10 was possibly one of the worst seasons Fortnite had, mainly because of the mechs. It just wasn't fun for anybody to play against that, and I think a very similar scenario would play out in Apex if they actually introduced Titans, because Apex isn't Titanfall. It isn't the same game, it's a completely different game. Although it's very similar, they're just completely different games, and because of that, the same mechanics cannot work in each game. So it makes sense, and I completely agree with them not actually wanting to put Titans in Apex. But what do you guys think? Do you guys want to see Titans in Apex? Let me know. Alright guys, so let's now talk about wall running and parkour and stuff, right? So Respawn said that there were too many factors distorting the legibility of combat when a fight breaks out in Apex. What happens when you can wall run and double jump all the time is the legibility of combat just goes to zero. You can never predict where someone's going to be or how many squads are coming around the corner, because they can go up, they can go underneath, and they can go around. Once again, I really do see where Respawn is coming from, because if you guys ever play Titanfall, it was a very fun game, but players also had so much freedom in that game. You can jump anywhere. You could have basically been in the air for the entire match, because you can chain together wall runs and double jumps and stuff, and it was just a very random kind of unpredictable FPS experience. It was still fun, but it was also very unpredictable in Titanfall, right? And I think if you were actually to transfer that kind of play style into Apex, people would get very frustrated, because it's already a battle royale game. It already has some level of RNG because of the loot and stuff you get. Imagine implementing something like wall running and double jumping where everyone's in the air, everyone's just like jumping all over the place. You can't see where you're getting shot from and you just die every single time because of random gunfights, people coming behind you, people above you, below you. I don't know, it's just, I could actually see that being very frustrating in Apex. So I do understand why Respawn made that decision to not have wall running and double jumping in this game. So yeah guys, that's it. If you wanted to see wall running and Titans in Apex, well, now all of your dreams have been crushed because we will not be seeing those things in Apex. Kind of sad, kind of disappointing, but also it's a very good call. The game will be more fun, more balanced, and just more predictable. So I think it's overall going to be a very good thing, but I want to know what you guys think of this. Be sure to comment down below and let me know what you think of Respawn deciding not to have any Titans or any wall running or parkour movements in Apex. What do you guys think of that decision? Thanks so much for watching this video guys. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in some more Apex. Till next time.